Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be talking about episode 4 of House of the Dragon. So with that, sit back, relax, and let's get started. So as usual with these videos, I am going to start by reading through an episode recap, and then we'll get into the discussion thread. At least 4 years have passed since the death of Balon Targaryen, the heir for a day, an event that opened the succession vacuum on House of the Dragon. The Queen, Alicent Hightower, has since given birth to a son, the eldest son and first in line to the throne by gendered tradition, and now nurses another child. Meanwhile, King Viserys continues to age and develop lesions across his back and arms, an obvious portent for a diseased kingdom on the edge of a civil war. Episode 4 keeps the action around 116 AC, with Princess Rhaenyra now about 18 years old. The series is expected to jump forward in time by another 15 years in the coming episodes. Having agreed to at least choose her own husband, a compromise from not taking any, Rhaenyra hears a dozen proposals from potential suitors, leaving the room with her Kingsguard, Sir Criston Cole, after 2 suitors begin to sword fight. It is clear the episode will hinge on Rhaenyra's marriage choice, a choice that turns out was never to be a choice at all. On her way back to King's Landing, Daemon's dragon descends close to her ship, knocking her to the deck and signaling a continued antagonism between her and the king's brother. In the throne hall, Daemon presents Viserys with the crab feeder's axe, a sign that his forces have defeated the Free City's mercenary commander. He then bends the knee to Viserys, who embraces him, ending the years of tension and Daemon's near sedition. Later, Rhaenyra and Alicent seem to mend their own quarrel as they discuss the burden of marriage and childbirth. Rhaenyra suggests Alicent's role is to simply produce heirs for the king. She then discusses the same fear with Daemon, whose return to King's Landing she questions. She tells Daemon she doesn't wish to marry, a statement immediately pressured into the following scene during a small council meeting. The sea snake, Lord Corlys Velaryon, has not returned to King's Landing, instead keeping control of the islands and posing to marry his daughter to a noble-born member of the Free Cities, a move that would undermine the power of the Targaryen rule. It becomes clear that Viserys must rectify his decision not to marry Corlys's daughter. He must make peace with Corlys. Late one night, Rhaenyra receives a message in her chamber telling her to meet outside the Red Keep. There, disguised as a page, she finds Daemon, and the two of them travel incognito into King's Landing, where a Renaissance-like festival is being held. The two join a crowd watching a parody performance of the royal succession, with characters playing both Daemon and Rhaenyra. The crowd reacts negatively to Rhaenyra's character, demonstrating her unpopularity among the people. She storms off, telling Daemon that she does not need the people's approval to rule them. This may be an important conviction for the civil war likely to come. Rhaenyra then follows Daemon to a brothel. Here, Daemon kisses Rhaenyra. The two then begin to undress each other, with Daemon guiding Rhaenyra to a wall. Rhaenyra, however, then turns around and pursues Daemon, who begins to find the experience unpleasant and then storms off. The scene is cross-cut with Alicent with the king, disinterestedly and out of duty. Rhaenyra and Daemon appear to be kissing with passion, an indicator that neither wishes to do what is expected of them to strengthen the crown. They both want what they want. It is unclear if Daemon made this move to hurt Rhaenyra's name, knowing they were being watched and that word would travel around the city, or out of desire, or both. Rhaenyra herself seems to reciprocate and pursue Daemon. Again, if this is out of pleasure or some other motive, it's unclear. After Daemon leaves, Rhaenyra returns to the Red Keep, where she seduces and completes her night quest with her Kingsguard, Cole. Again, the scene seems to represent Rhaenyra's rejection of duty in favor of her own desire. Word travels through Otto Hightower's spies that Daemon and Rhaenyra were coupling. Hightower informs Viserys, who accuses his hand of using the information to ruin Rhaenyra's name and bolster his grandson's throne claim. Meanwhile, Rhaenyra lies to Alicent when asked about Daemon. The incident is important because, well, traditions. Rhaenyra's chastity is essential in marrying her to a noble house. Viserys even makes the point that whether or not Rhaenyra slept with Daemon is unimportant. If people believe she has, then her marriage ability is somewhat threatened. This fallout from her decision seems to reinforce the idea that Rhaenyra made this choice in order to undermine future marriage. Rhaenyra's lie to Alicent, however, seems to be the more grievous action, as it introduces a potential bombshell moment that could end their friendship and force the queen to side with another would-be successor. Later, Viserys has Daemon dragged into the throne room, where he once again banishes him from King's Landing, but not before Daemon proposes a marriage between himself and Rhaenyra. Fed up with everyone telling him what to do, Viserys tells Rhaenyra that she will marry the sea snake's son, Laenor Velaryon. Then, doing what Rhaenyra tells him to do, Viserys relieves Otto Hightower of the position of hand, convinced that he's overly keen to advance his family's own throne claims. The episode ends with the Maester delivering a medieval Plan B potion to Rhaenyra. So now we will move on to the episode discussion thread. Viserys got the right answer using the wrong formula. Otto drastically underestimated Rhaenyra, got him fired as soon as he wronged her. I ended up being pleasantly surprised when Rhaenyra turned the convo to Otto. She managed to point out how grossly inappropriate and dangerous it is for the Hand to have spies trailing a princess and heirs every move, eagerly waiting for the slightest bit of incriminating gossip. He's overstepped his duties and has gone from just ambitious to a scheming vulture, and that's not something a king should overlook. And now she doesn't have to deal with those spies anymore regardless. She's smarter than Otto gave her credit for. You know Daemon wanted to get caught when he took Rhaenyra's hat off, revealing her most defining trait, her hair. That and him not denying it were both ploys to push the marriage through. is a master manipulator. Show Rhaenyra that she is unpopular with the masses to lower her confidence, get her wasted, take her into a brothel while strategically removing her disguise, then try to take advantage of her innocence, but be turned off when she's into it. I'm unsure if he was turned off or if it was all part of his plan to stop before more happened. I know Daemon is multi-layered, and I like to think he cares about Rhaenyra. So maybe he just wanted to start the gossiping, but not hurt her too much in the process. The costumes continue to be amazing. The black outfit with the red Targaryen crest that Viserys wore when confronting Daemon was fierce. Alicent in the gorgeous, queenly dress confronting Rhaenyra. They're so thoughtful about every detail. Rhaenyra wearing a different necklace after sleeping with Kristen was chef's kiss. Absolutely loving the cinematography so far, especially the scene outside the walls of King's Landing. Makes the city and realm seem so much more mysterious and interesting. So I think I am going to go ahead and end there. I hope you enjoyed the video and the episode. As always,